Thank you, Professor Manoj Mitra of Jadavpur and Dr. Jayanto Sengupta, Secretary, Victoria Memorial, Port Trust, Tata Steel. Then Professor Shukanto Chaudhary is here. I am delighted. Professor Amitabh Ghosh is here. He is the Emeritus Professor. Then Professor Parthopratim Mishra is here. And my elder, my senior, Amitabh Ghosh. See Amitabh Ghosh. Here is also my wife sitting here. Always I go away and lecture here, lecture there. She said, all right, this time I'll check what kind of lecture you give. Moreover, I have got two stern teachers. My two granddaughters, they have also come. Their exam is over. So my two granddaughters, they are very strong critic of me. So I said, come on, you have a look how I give lectures. Okay. With these things, I am thankful to Dr. Sengupta for kindly inviting me here. I was probably the reason for delay of these things. There are schedules and schedules of this. Okay, anyway, let us start. And my producer, very respectable, my elder, Sri Amitabh Ghoshal, he has done everything. So I will just go through few minutes, you will be released. Next. This is how the bridge looks. You have seen it. And this we call end view. End view. Okay, you need not bother. This is one thing I like to explain honestly. Okay. Really, this is how the bridge works. That's okay. Don't bother. This is how the bridge works. This is how the bridge works. This is the bridge. This is the suspended span. This is the balanced cantilever end span, from which the name came. Balanced cantilever end span. This is the pier supporting the pylon. And then, not really a pylon, it's a part of the tower. And then there is a pull down. This is a caisson. This is weight. There is a pull down. And this load is coming here. This load is balanced by this and a reaction here. This is how it looks. Anchor span, cantilever span, central span, cantilever span, anchor span. That's the basic thing of this bridge. Now, this I wanted to show you. This is the concrete caisson which gives thrust, which gives pull. Now, as my predecessor said, this is not the bridge. This is not the bridge. Bridge is here. This is not the bridge. I'll finish it, Dr. Sengupta. No problem. Very fast. Now, this is how, I want to remind you that most of the pictures are taken by me. I see the registrar of IIST is here, Biman is here, and the HRD, Professor Shangal is here. Okay, this is how the load is distributed. You know, wheel load, axle load, they must get chance to get distributed and finally go to the tower or to the anchors. Now, this bridge needs some kind of corrosion protection. This is how do we do. It's a very primary method, but this is how you do. Maybe 1 liter of paint per ton. Then, okay, corrosion protection. This is something which I like to mention. It's really not very civil, but I tell you, the pylon where it pushes down to the caisson, after some use, 40, 50 years of use, we find this area surrounding this was pitted and corroded. On such, it was found, can you shift please? On such, it was found that human fluid waste That has created that nuisance. That is our nature. Then, of course, this is the bearing which will come later. Now, this portion get damaged, corrosion, this portion. So now they are covering it with elastomer. Replacement of expansion joints. This was the type of expansion joint used earlier. Actually, all those photographs are in my negative type photographs, which I cannot convert. So I have to, presently maybe for last 15 years I am in digital. So that is that. Anyway, these got destructed. Some of the elements got uprooted. And then I think a boy, his leg got stuck and all that. Then it was replaced by this kind of slab seal type expansion joint. Economics. This is something very interesting. Mr. Chairman said he has got a feeling for this bridge, but nobody is going to make this bridge any farther. It's damn costly. How? Now this is the Howrah Bridge, Rabindra Setu. Central span, this, that, which Mr. Ghoshal has described very clearly. And this is the Vidyasagar Setu. I am just comparing two bridges. And later on I will show you the bridges around Calcutta. This is the top part. This is 127 meter and this is 85 meter. And the clearance, very important, this is 26 meter and this is hardly 9 meter. Now, why will not use this kind of bridge? Well, Rabindranath said, প্রয়োজনের অতিরিক্তেই সৌন্দর্যের বিকাশ. So, সৌন্দর্য was there, beauty was there, but this is more than what is needed. See, this is the steel consumed per meter length of the bridge in Rabindra Setu, and this is the steel consumed 17.4 against 40.3 for Vidyasagar Setu, which already includes the cables. Now, this is another beauty. You see, here we have got a clearance of 9 meter. We have got a clearance of 26 meter, 27 meter. So, the clearance, the available area for waterway for Howrah Bridge, Rabindra Setu is this much. For the Vidyasagar Setu is this much. So, there it's more, we get more for less cost. Steel is the costliest part. Concrete is not that expensive comparatively. Now, precursor. You have seen this with Professor Ghoshal, Mr. Ghoshal, and then you have seen this earlier. Foundations. Some of the slides here, I was not there, so I got it from the Tata book. This is the sinking of the Kesa, as he said. Simultaneously, you take out the muck. By a crane, you take out the muck and throw out. And there are so many cranes, and the whole thing goes by its own weight. Whole thing goes by its own weight. That is how we sink. And it's a beautiful job. Excellent job. So many chambers, 21 chambers, and you take out the muck simultaneously. It's a great job. But there was an accident due to unbalance and gap in the... Nobody died. Gap in the soil. It sunk by about 600 millimeter one day with a loud report. But no damage was done. This is how it goes down gradually and you build up with concrete. Now this is the erection part. This is how a crane, yard crane is established to move the material. This is how it progresses. This is anchor. This is anchor span. This is the cantilever span. This is the intricate structure. It's a lovely structure. K-frame and all that. This is the anchor which keeps the suspended span in its position operating and takes the live load as well. This is old photo from Anandabajar. Now, you see, Dr. Sengupta have already come at the end of my lecture. But now I'll show you some bridges in and around Calcutta and a few lovely bridges from the world. Another few minutes. So this has been arranged so that as you come from the sea and go inwards, that's how the bridges has been placed. So this is the Vidyasagar Setu. Naturally, Ghoshalda was deeply involved in this. I was also deeply involved in this. This in the night. This is another view. This is lighted Howrah Bridge, Rabindra Setu. Another view. This is, as you go upstream, Sister Nivedita Setu. This is a brilliant design, still a better design. But of course you need, at 120 meters, you need support, piers. Whereas for Vidyasagar Setu and Rabindra Setu, the span is clearly 457 meters, that is 1500. There is no obstruction in the waterway. Another view of Sister Nivedita Setu. This was the old Bali bridge, which is still there, but it's rail and road. Then this is the Jubilee Bridge, which 135 feet clipland is still there, but it is no more. It has been declared as unsafe, and a new bridge has been made in its place. That is Jubilee Rail Bridge, and this is the new bridge. This is just completed maybe about a year back. Now we have this Kalyani Ishargupta Setu. This is the last. It is damaged. It is not a good choice of geometry or engineering. It's like a mass, independent mass in a seismic area. Not a good system. This is another Baskul bridge. As I said, my photographs are in the old style. But anyway, this opens and closes. But this has got nothing to do with Calcutta itself. It's in the dock area. Now, we'll show you a few beautiful bridges so that when you get back today, you will have some pleasant things to carry. You know, I am talking here in front of Professor Ghosh. To open my mouth in front of me is a dangerous thing, really. But anyway, so this is Akashi Kaiko Bridge, Kobe, Iwa, Japan. When this bridge was being some of the photographs are mine. When this bridge was constructed, there was a 7.8 earthquake. But still, those people are so confident of their handling of seismic forces that nothing happened to the erection of the bridge. This is a lovely bridge in Istanbul. I love that city. It's a one city in the world which is in two continents, Europe and Asia. And now there are two more bridges on Bosphorus. Erasmus, Rotterdam. One of the countries that I love is the Netherlands. All below sea level. Now this is the work of a Spanish architect. What is the name? Altrama. Oh, I love his work. Alatrava. Next is the Gateshead Millennium Bridge, Newcastle upon Tyne in England. This is golden.
What was the speciality of that bridge?
You
can lie down and...
Yes, and anyway, this is Golden Gate Bridge. A similar bridge fell down, not similar, still smaller span, due to the seismic effect, natural frequency of vibration, not this one. Tacoma Narrows. Now, these Chinese people have done 57 kilometers of bridges. This is a beauty of a bridge in Incheon. Of course, this is not my photograph, but when I was there, it was sort of fog all the time. This is the highest viaduct in the world in Tarn Valley in France, Millau Viaduct. And this is Oresun. It connects two countries, two states, the Copenhagen of Denmark to Malmö of Sweden. Spelling is mistake. Okay, this is very fine. You can walk through. You can somehow cycle. Taking a car is very difficult. This is in Firenze. They call it Firenze. Ponte Vecchio Bridge, Firenze. You know, there is a great novel on this. All you know, Tower Bridge, London, this can go up, open like a bascule, close down. Next is, this is our own bridge in my country, in Pommern. This also opens. This is how it opens. Now this is again, it's a lovely thing. These are living. This bridge is living in northeast of our country. This, I just took this photograph on very recently. Yes, 11th of this month. I got this in my house in my Salt Lake. I have got few orchids, quite a few. The color appealed to my senses. So I thought I must give thanks to my listeners with a nice color. Thank you, sir, for kindly attending.
Thank you, Professor Ghosh. We come to the end of the two lectures. So these lectures are now open for discussion. I would request anyone from the audience, any dignitary, just to introduce you before you put your question, your suggestion, your kind of comments that you want to make.
Actually, I represent both of them. My name is Amitabh Ghosh. So one speaker is Amitabh Ghoshal, another is Achyut Ghosh. So combining them, so I am also from BE College, 1 year junior to Achyuta, and he ragged me, I remember that. I was in Slater Hall in the first year. So my question is that what is the oldest bridge in India if you go to ancient times? And second thing, though we find in Rome the concept of arch, but why not in India any concept of arch? In the old times we don't have any.
Can I first? I think both of us will answer. Some answers are coming to my mind. I'll stand up. That will be better. So, I respect this emeritus Professor Ghosh. He is senior to him by age, but by knowledge, he's absolutely delightful. Professor. Okay, I'll come. Don't you worry, I'll come. Yeah, that's it. I wanted to. My friend had suggested to gravity of this situation. Okay, I have seen a 800 years old bridge in Kashmir covering the Leader River. It's a wooden bridge. Sir, we are all present here. We have got all kinds of materials. Sir is a material master. So, but I find wood is a beautiful material. No steel bridge will ever stay 800 years. Well, sometimes you change one or two pieces here and there, but the wooden bridge is 800 years old in Kashmir. Then I'll come to another solution, arch. And you see, in piling machine, I have got photographs. A full piling machine in Kashmir I saw operating in wood. It's full made of wood. Only a latch. 1 kg latch is steel. Nothing is steel there. One more thing. In Bhopal, you see, we make a bridge, Thane Creek Bridge, 1962 opening, death, 2010. That's our work. In Bhopal, there are arch bridges made of brick, burned brick. That is staying again for 800 years. I request if somebody wants to see, they go to that state, they'll find more than one, not one.
I would just compliment what Achyut said. You know, you had another part of the question. Why in India not arch bridge? Not so many arch bridge in ancient times. The answer is very simple. India flourished in its alluvial region. And in alluvial region, you cannot do arch bridge. Arch is possible where you have got stable foundation, hard rock. In even Himalayas, the rock is not good for arch bridge. But as Indians, I think many of us do not know that suspension bridge, which had not prolifered in India, we have thought that suspension bridge can only be done by USA or in Europe. Suspension bridge was an invention by India, just as the arch was by the Romans and the cantilever bridge was by the Chinese. What the ancient Indians did, you know, the suspension bridge used to be done, as he had shown, with creepers and also, of course, with iron links and things like that. Now, what was the contribution? I was intrigued when I first read about this, not in British Encyclopedia, but in US, American Encyclopedia, that suspension bridge was a contribution by the Indians. What the Indians did, you know, even monkeys were forming chain and crossing a gap. And one had jhulas, you know, cables hung, and through which jhulas will